The Legend of Zelda Tears of the Kingdom is an enormous beast with an incredible amount to see and fuse, but just how long is it? In this video, we'll let you know exactly how many hours it took different members of the IGN team to finish the story, and what they prioritize doing with their time.
While it's probably more accurate to say that I beat the main story of Tears of the Kingdom after about 60 hours of playtime, I want it on record that I could have beaten it after the first few hours I spent taking in all that Tutorial Island has to offer. One of the very first things I did to Breath of the Wild's Great Plateau was to march my shirtless Link right up to the final boss and give him a beatdown. So realizing that Ganondorf obviously hadn't learned his lesson, I resolved to do it again. I won't reveal exactly how things had played out this time around, but I will say that a handful of rocks taped to tree branches can only get you so far against the big bad, and you only have 4 hearts. Afterwards, I spent much of my time just exploring the wide world, uncovering secrets, and revisiting familiar locations to see what had changed. When I finally decided to see how the main story played out, I still had so much left to explore, and hadn't even completed most of the shrines I discovered. By now, I'm well over 100 hours in, and since I plan to see and do everything to help build out a wiki guide, I expect to be clocking countless more hours before I'm done.
I beat the story of Tears of the Kingdom around the 82-hour mark, but I let myself wander and get distracted along the way, as that's sort of the point. You could almost certainly beat it faster than that if you're just trying to get to the end, but even after 100 total hours played, I still have an absurd amount of stuff left to do. Side quests to finish, secrets to find, shrines to complete, and so much more. The in-game tracker tells me I've barely passed 50% completion, and while the story itself is only a small fraction of that, the overall size of the game is truly impressive.
It took me about 70 hours to get to the credits of Tears of the Kingdom, with 35% of the game completed. Being on the video walkthrough often means replaying parts of the game to get good clips, but I didn't have to do that as much this time around. I'm not exactly sure why, but I think it has something to do with there being so many different answers to every problem. I completed 16 side adventures, 10 side quests, 3 shrine quests, and about 72 shrines. If I hadn't been on a deadline, I would have spent way more time getting distracted by everything else there was to do, besides just focusing on the main quests.
Once you've finished your adventures in Tears of the Kingdom, make sure to let us know how long you took in the comments, and for even more Zelda, make sure to check out our review.